Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about while loop. So while loop, in the sense, is one of the loop. Actually, looping statements are there. While loop is one of the. We will discuss all those loop statements, but today we are going to discuss about while. Another loops are for. Okay, then the another one is do while. Okay, so we will discuss all those things step by step. Today we are going to discuss about while loop. So while loop is also known as pre-tested loop. Okay, why it is said to be pre-tested, that we will discuss. A while loop always a part of the code to be executed multiple times depending upon a given Boolean condition. So what is the difference between while loop and if statement? Okay, for example, in our case, I just want to print first 10 numbers. That is a problem that we have. Print first 10 numbers. This is the problem that we have. So we are going to write a program for this. So the outline that I am going to do for this is, with if statement. If statement always supports only one time. That is a difference. Okay, if is a statement x equal to 10. If x equal to 10, or if x less than or equal to 10. Okay, if x less than or equal to 10, then we will say printf percentage d percentage d x. Okay, but it executes only once. That is the thing. If always execute only first time. Okay, if you want to repeat the same, because first value of x equal to 1, second time we are updating the value of x to x plus 1, x plus x equal to x plus 1. Okay, if this is the case, okay, x plus 1, if this is the case, actually what will happen, x equal to 1 initially, and in the if condition 1 less than or equal to 10, okay, condition true, it comes to the inner statement, print of percentage d x. So in the output screen, what you will get, 1. Okay, after that we will increment the value of x. So after the execution of this statement, x value is incremented by 1, so x equal to x plus 1. So what is that, 2. You can write it as x plus plus. Okay, x plus plus. Okay, now x equal to 2 right now. Okay, but the case is, this statement will not execute this particular this program will not execute this particular statement in the second time. This statement executes only one time, or the initial time. While executing the program, this if statement will execute once. But in our case, we have to execute it continuously, because we need to verify the x value, because we updated the value of x from 1 to 2. Then what we are going to do, we are going to verify whether 2 is less than or equal to 10. If the value is true, then we have to print. So this process have to execute continuously. Am I right? Then only we will get a result. Then only we will get an output like, so our planned output is 1, then comma 1, then 2, then after that 3, then after that 4, then after that 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. Likewise, we can do the process like this. This is the process up to 10. This is the output that we need in the output screen. So for that, if we are using if statement, what will happen? We will get the result. We will get the result only like this. Only 1 will be the result. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will not get printed in the output screen. Why? Because we used if. If is a statement used to execute only once. So instead of that, if you are using loop statements, then we can say that while x less than or equal to 10. So initially x value equal to 1. Okay, initially x value equal to 1. What we will do? While 1 less than or equal to 10. Okay, condition true. Getting into the true statement block, true block statement. Here we will print the value x1. After that, x value is incremented by 1. So what will be the value of x now? 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Print value 2 here. Okay. Then again x value will be incremented by 1. 3. Okay. 3 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Print 3. Likewise, this process execute up to where 10 less than or equal to 10 less than or equal to 10. Listen, 10 less than or equal to, either less than or equal to, that is the concept. 10 less than or equal to 10, condition true, it comes into the block, print 10. So it continues like this, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After that, x value incremented by 1, so x value of x is now 11. 11 less than or equal to 10, condition false. 11 less than or equal to 10, condition false. The inner part of the loop will not execute and get out of the program. So this is a concept of a while loop. So that is the thing that is explained here. In general, a while loop always a part of the code to be executed multiple times depending upon the Boolean condition. Executed multiple times, that is very important. That is the thing that we discussed now. It can be viewed as a repeating if statement. We can say that it is also called as repeating if statement. We have to repeat the if statement, but if the property of the if is what? It will execute only once. So to make the process repeatedly, what we are going to do? We are going for a loop. And in our today's class, we are discussing about while loop. And this is the flowchart of this. Actually, we discuss about flowchart, but while discussing each and every process, we will explain the process with the help of a flowchart so that you will be familiar with the flowchart. Okay. Here, this is a decision making symbol. Decision making symbol. It is said to be diamond symbol, and decision making statements will be mentioned in this diagram. So our process is this is the input process. Here, it will verify whether what is the decision statement here? What is the decision statement in this program? While x less than or equal to 10. So in this diagram, here we will mention x less than or equal to 10. Okay. If the condition is true, it comes to the statement. What are the statements that we have to execute? That will be in the process statement. This is in the rectangle. Okay. This is in the rectangle. And if the condition is true, that means this condition is true, it comes to the statement, and it again goes for a condition decision making process. It again go for the decision making process, verify whether again the condition is true, comes into the statement until the condition is false. Once the condition gets false, it gets out of the program. So this is the meaning of this while loop. And these are the properties of a while loop. A conditional expression is used to check the condition that we discussed. This is the conditional expression, x less than or equal to 10. The statements defined inside the while loop will repeatedly execute until the given condition fails. Okay. So in our process, this statement execute continuously until the condition fails or condition gets false. In while loop, the conditional expression is compulsory. You should give a expression here, otherwise this will not work. There should be a condition. Either you can give a true statement like 1, it will continuously, infinitely this will work. I already explained in the while statement that you can deliberately say to the compiler that this condition is true by giving a Boolean value. This is said to be zeros and ones are said to be Boolean values. Okay. So here Boolean, I will write the meaning of that one, Boolean. So Boolean values are zeros and ones. Okay. If you are saying 1 here is a Boolean value, if you are saying 1 here, this will continuously execute. This process will continuously execute. This is an infinite execution process. Okay. Instead of that, what we will do, x less than or equal to 10. So in this case, we are updating the value of x so that it will fail. Once it reaches 11, x value reaches 11, it fails. But if you want to deliberately make it as true, then you can give it as 1 here. Otherwise, you can mention the XOR condition. But anyway, one condition should be there. That is the meaning of this one. In while loop, the condition expression is compulsory. Running a while loop without a body is possible. Running a while loop without a body. That means in this case, this is a body of the loop. Okay. If you want to run only one statement, you don't want to write the it in a braces. Okay. If you want to execute continuously, because in this case we have two statements here. So two statements in the sense you need braces. So it is considered as a body. But if you have to execute only one statement under this while loop, if only you have this particular statement to execute if the condition is true, you can remove this one. But this will not work because this will not work because x value is not getting updated. It continuously executes. So the value printed for this statement will be what? 1, 1, 1. Okay. Why? Because we didn't update the value of x to get the condition get false. We are updating. If you are not updating this one, if you are not updating the value of x, what will happen? Initial value of x equal to 1. 1 less than or 10. We will print 10. Sorry, we will print 1. Again, we are verifying the same condition. 1 less than or equal to 10. Again, print 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. Again, print 1. So this process continues infinitely. Okay. So to avoid that, what we will do? We have to update the value of x. Then only it will work. So in this case, we have only one statement here, so that without any braces, it will work. Without any braces, it will work. But some cases, in this case, if you want to execute two statements under this while loop, what do we have to do? We have to give a braces here, so that the entire program will work. Okay. So what will happen? X less than or equal to 10, print x. So initially 1, value of 1. Then x is updated to 2, x equal to x plus 1, 2. Okay. 2 less than or equal to 10, 2 will be printed. Then 3 less than or equal to 10, 3 will be printed. Likewise, if you are not giving the statement here, what will happen? This value is not getting updated. So what is the after effect of this? This loop continuously executes. What's the result? We will get a infinite result. The loop continuously executes. Okay. So that is a thing. That's the meaning of the statement. We can have more than one conditional expression in while loop. Okay. Here this is a statement. Okay. Instead of doing like this, instead of writing, or otherwise I can write it here itself, x equal to or x plus plus. Okay. X plus plus, comma. Okay. Like this. X plus plus, comma. You can write, that is the meaning of the statement. You can have more than one conditional expression in a while loop. So here we are incrementing here itself. So at that time we can avoid these braces here. Okay, we don't want to write it. Okay, this is another method of writing the program. X plus plus. Okay. X less than or equal to 10. So initially x plus plus, x equal to x plus 1. Initially 2. So our output will be like this, 2. First value is not 1 because we updated the value of x to x plus 1. Okay. So 2. Then 2 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. So that is why we are getting the value 2 here. Then it comes to the loop. Okay. Then it comes to the loop. X equal to x plus 1. Now 3. 3 less than or equal to 10. Print 3. Then after that here 4. 4 less than or equal to 10. Okay. Print 4. So if you want to print from 1, what do you have to do? Make it as 0. Initially x equal to 0. Initial value of x equal to 0. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. Print of 1. Okay. Likewise. So that is the meaning of the statement. We can have more than one conditional expression in a while loop. If the body of a body contains only one statement, then braces are optional. It is not necessary to in the body we have only one statement, so braces are not necessary. But it's optional. Optional in the sense you can give brace here, nothing wrong on that. But it will a good programmer will not write like this because only one statement is there. You know, no need to write it with the help of a brace. Okay. And now I am going to explain this program. J equal to 1. Okay. J equal to j plus 1, j plus 2. J plus equal to 2. That is a shorthand expression that we discussed in the operator cases. Shorthand expression. Here j plus equal to 2. What is the meaning of that? J equal to j plus 2. So 1 plus 2. What is that? 3. J equal to 3. 3 less than or equal to 10. Printf 3. It executes. Okay. So just find the output. It is taking too much of time. Better okay. Listen. First value 3. So that is why it is printed 3 here. Then it is updated. The j value is updated by 2. J equal to j plus 2. So 3 plus 2 5. Okay. Then print 5. After that 5 plus 2 7. 7 less than 10, condition true, print 7. Again 7 plus 2 9. 9 less than or equal to 10, condition true, 9. Then 9 plus 2 11. 11 less than or equal to 10, condition false. Then why we are getting an output like this? Okay, that is very important thing. Then why we are getting an output like this? Now it is 11. How it is? It is only because this condition is false. Once the condition gets false, this statement is not executing. This true statement is not executing. But this is a statement. This is not a false statement. This is a continuous statement. That is an important thing. This is not a false statement, but it is a continuous statement. If this condition is true, it executes this statement. After that, it goes to the while loop. So if once the condition gets false, it comes out of the loop and continually execute the remaining part of the program. As part of the program, we wrote it as printf %dj. So 11 less than or equal to 10, condition false. This statement is not executing, but it comes out of the loop and it executes this particular statement. That is why we are getting an output like this, 11. Okay, hope you clear. So we can write a program, we can modify the program. Actually, we can write a program like this, j. Okay, so only one condition is there inside the conditions expression. Okay. So you can write it like this also. So program executes the program. Better I can cut off this time gap so that video length can be reduced. Next time I will try for that. Okay. This is the result. We are getting the same result, but listen here. We are not getting the same result. Here it includes 1. Previous case it includes. It starts from 3, 5, 7, 9 and likewise, but right now we are getting 1. How it is happened? Because we use this updation statement inside the block. Initially it was there in the condition statement. So at that time j equal to 1. So previously how it was? Previously the program was like this. So initially the value of j equal to 1, but before getting into this condition, it is updated. The j value is updated by 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. So the first condition, in the first condition, the value of j is 3. That is why we are getting an output like 3, then like that. Okay. Okay. Now it is 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11. What I am doing is I am updating the value like this. So what will happen? The output may get changed. The output of this program is like this. Run the program. Okay. Before running the program, I just want. Okay. Right now, this is the output. Okay. You will get an output like this, so that the output screen will look like this. 1, then it is incremented by 2, so 3, then 5, then 7, then likewise. Okay, if I am avoiding this one, if I am closing this particular one, what will be the output? Just guess. Okay, if you are familiar with all the concepts, then You can guess what will be the value of this one. Okay. Okay, 1 3 5 7 9. Why it is very close? Why? Because I removed the space, empty space here. So if I am adding the empty space, let me check what will be the output. So these are the tips and tricks in programming, so that your program output will look professional. Okay. Okay, clear. Hope you understand the concept. Okay, if you have any doubt, please contact me. Thank you.